Hi my dear children, today we will discuss about industries. This topic is not in your curriculum, it is a general information, so please listen carefully, okay. Today mainly we will discuss about industries and its classifications, okay. Okay children, what is mean by industries? Industry is a place which converts raw materials into finished goods or finished products. That is called industries. Once again, I'll repeat children. Industry is a place which converts raw materials into finished goods. Clear children? Are you understand what I'm telling? Before that, I'll explain one thing. What are the three main sectors of Indian economy, children? In our Indian economy, economic activities can be classified into three different ways. Okay, one is primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. It is a one different way. Another one is organized and unorganized sectors. Okay, that is a second way. Then third one is public and private sectors. Okay, these are the three different ways of economic activities. Clear children? Are you understand what I am telling? Economic activities can be classified into three different ways. One is primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Another one is organized and unorganized sector. Another one is public and private sector. Clear children? These are the economic activities can be classified into different ways. Clear? In this, we will discuss about primary, secondary and tertiary sectors. Okay children, what is mean by primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector? Primary sector. First I will explain primary sector. Okay. Primary sector mainly involves the conversion of natural resources into primary products. Natural resources into primary products, that is called as primary sector. It is directly associated with nature. Clear children? Mainly primary sector includes agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, extraction of oil and gas and so many things. Okay, most of the natural products are obtained from agriculture, dairy, fishing, forestry and so many things. So, primary sector is also called agricultural and related sector. Clear children? Once again I'll repeat what is mean by primary sector. Primary sector mainly involves the conversion of raw materials, that is natural resources, into primary products. Okay, then primary sector includes agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining and extraction of oil and gases. Clear children? Most of the natural products are obtained from where? Obtained from agriculture, then dairy, then fishing and forestry. Clear children? So, primary sector is also called what children? Is also called agricultural and related sectors. Clear? Are you clear children? What is mean by primary sector? Okay. Next, we will discuss about secondary sectors. What is mean by secondary sector children? Secondary sector is nothing but the natural products are changed into other forms through manufacturing. Clear children? Once again I'll repeat children. Secondary sector is nothing but natural products are changed into finished products or other forms through the manufacturing process. Clear children? Or you understand what is mean by primary sector and what is mean by secondary sector? Okay, give some example for that. Yarn and cloth weaving from cotton. No, that is a good example of secondary sector. Then sugar or gur from sugar cane. Here sugar cane is a primary sector, that is a direct raw material, agricultural product. It converts into sugar by the use of manufacturing process. Isn't it, children? Yes, of course. So sugar cane is a primary sector. Then by the use of manufacturing process, it converts into sugar or gur. That is comes under secondary sector. Clear, children, or you understand? So now you may tell industries comes under which sector, children? Yes, industries comes under secondary sector. One more sector is, that is tertiary sector. Okay, children, what is mean by tertiary sector? The activities that help in the development of both primary and secondary sectors are covered in tertiary sectors. Clear, children? The activities that helps in the development of primary and secondary sectors are covered in tertiary sectors. Mainly, these activities do not produce goods, but they provide services. Clear, children? In tertiary sector, they did not produce any goods, but they provide services that support the production process. Give some example for tertiary sectors, children. Yes, transport, storage, communication, banking. Tertiary sector is also known as what? Service sector. Now you clear three different sectors, children. Children, once again I'll repeat three different sectors. One is primary sector, another one is secondary sector, another one is tertiary sector. Primary sector is nothing but conversion of natural resources into primary products. It may include agriculture, forestry, then fishing, mining and extraction of oil and gas. Clear, children? That is called as primary sector. Then secondary sector. Secondary sector, the natural products are changed into other forms. Through what? Through manufacturing process. Give some example for that. Yarn and cloth that are weaving from where? Cotton. Then sugar or gur from sugar cane. Clear, children? Then tertiary sector. What is mean by tertiary sector? The tertiary sector, in these activities do not produce any goods, but they provide what? They provide services and support the production process. Give some example for the tertiary sectors, children. Transport, storage, communication, banking and so many things. Okay. Now once again you may tell industries comes under which sector, children? Secondary sector. Okay. Now you may tell what is mean by industries, children? Production of goods in large quantities by processing the raw materials into more valuable products. That is called what? Manufacturing. Clear, children? Production of goods in large quantities by processing the raw materials into more valuable products. In simple words, we may tell the conversion of raw materials into finished goods. That is called industries. Clear, children? Children, are you understand so far what I am telling? Okay. Next, we will discuss about classification of industries. Industries are classified into three different types. What are they, children? Industries are classified into three different types. First one is on the basis of raw materials. Industries are classified on the basis of what? On the basis of raw materials. Another one is industries are classified as on the basis of size. Clear, children? Another one is industries are classified on the basis of ownership. These are the three different classification of industries. First one is on the basis of raw materials, another one is on the basis of size, then third one is on the basis of ownership. Clear, children? These are the three different types of industries. Okay, children, at first we will discuss about what are the industries which are classified on the basis of raw materials. Okay. On the basis of raw materials, the industries are classified into three different types of industries. One is agro-based industries, another one is mineral-based industries, another one is forest-based industries. On the basis of raw materials, the industries are classified into three different groups. One is agro-based, another one is mineral-based, another one is forest-based. Clear, children? Okay. What is mean by agro-based industries, children? The industries which use the products of agriculture as raw materials. Children, are you understand? The industries which use the products of agriculture as raw materials are called what industries? Agro-based industries. Use plants and animals based products as raw materials. Clear, children? Are you understand what I am telling? Use the products of agriculture as raw materials. Give some example for the children. Sugar, cotton textile, jute, then vegetable oil industries and so many things. Okay. These comes under what, children? Agro-based industries. What is mean by agro-based industries? The industries which use the product of agriculture as raw materials, that is called as agro-based industries. Give some example. Food processing is a good example of agro-based industries. Okay. Next, what is mean by mineral-based industries? The industries which use minerals or mineral ores as raw materials, that is called as what? Mineral-based industries. First one is agro-based, that is fully agricultural based. You may tell like that, agricultural based industries. Then another one is mineral based. Mineral based is fully based on minerals or mineral ores. Minerals are industries which use minerals or mineral ores as raw materials, that are known as what, children? Mineral based industries. Give some example for that. Yes, iron and steel industries, then aluminium industries, machine and tool industries, then railway coaches. These are the good example of what? Mineral based industries. Clear, children? Children, are you clear so far? Next, we will discuss about forest based industries. What is mean by forest based industries, children? The industries which use the forest products as raw materials. Clear, children? First, agro based, that is fully based on agriculture. Then mineral based, that is fully based on minerals. That is fully based on minerals. Next one is forest based industries. These industries which use the forest products as raw materials, that are known as forest based industries. Give some example for that. As furniture is a good example for that. Then medicine, paper and pulp, then building material. These are the good example of forest based industries. Clear, children? On the basis of raw materials, the industries are grouped into three different types. The three different ways. One is agro based, another one is mineral based, another one is forest based. Clear, children? Next, we will move on to next one. On the basis of size. On the basis of size, industries are further classified into two groups. One is large scale industry, another one is small scale industry. On the basis of size, the industries are further classified into two different groups. One is small scale industry, another one is large scale industry. Clear, children? Okay. What does mean by large scale industries? Large scale industries are the industries which use a large amount of raw materials to produce huge production. Okay, that time large investment of capital and superior technology also needed. Clear, children? Or you understand what is mean by large scale industries? Large scale industries are those industries which use large amount of raw materials to produce what? To produce huge amount of production. Then large investment also needed for that. Then superior technology also needed for large scale industries. Give some example for that large scale industries, children. Yes, iron and steel industries, then heavy industries, then cotton textile industries, heavy electricals, automobile, heavy machineries. These are the good example of large scale industries. Are you clear, children? On the basis of size, the industries are grouped into two different types. One is small scale, another one is large scale. What is mean by large scale? The industries which use large amount of raw materials to produce huge production. Then large investment of capital also needed. Then superior technology also be used. Give some example for large scale industries. Iron and steel industry, then heavy industries, cotton textile industries, heavy electricals, then automobile heavy machineries. Okay, children, or you understand? Next, we will discuss about small scale industries. Small scale industries are the industries which use only lesser amount of raw materials than capital and technology. Clear, children? In large scale industries, we put large amount of raw materials to produce huge production, but compared to small scale industries are used only lesser amount of raw materials, capitals and technology also needed. Give some example for the children. Yes, food processing, then silk weaving, then cottage or household industry. Clear, children? What we discussed so far? On the basis of raw materials, next on the basis of size. Okay. Then we will discuss about on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, the industries are further classified into different sectors. One is private sector, another one is public sector, another one is joint sector, and last one is cooperative sector. On the basis of ownership, industries are further classified into 4 different sectors. What are the, children? One is private sector, another one is public sector, another one is joint sector, another one is cooperative sector. Clear, children? Okay, students, what is mean by private sector industries? Private sector industries are owned by individuals or a group of individuals. That is called as private sector industries. Children, once again I will repeat. Private sector industries are owned by individuals or a group of individuals. That is called as private sector industries. Clear, children? Give some example for that. Yes, Tata Iron and Steel Industries in Jamshedpur. Next, we will discuss about public sector industries. Okay, children, what is mean by public sector industries? The industries which are owned and operated by government, that is called as public sector industries. Clear, children? Once again I will repeat. What is mean by public sector industries? Industries which are owned and operated by government, that is called as public sector industries. Give some example for that. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and so many things. Okay, children. Next, what is mean by joint sector industries? The industries which are owned and operated by both government and individuals jointly, that is called as joint sector industries. Once again I will repeat, children. The industries which are owned and operated by both the government and individuals jointly are called what? Joint sector industries. Okay, children. Next, we'll discuss about cooperative sector industries. Cooperative sector industries are the industries which are owned and operated by producers and suppliers of raw materials. Then workers are both. Clear, children? Or you understand what I am telling? Cooperative sector industries are the industries which are owned and operated by producers as well as suppliers of raw materials. Then workers are both. Give some example for that. Anand Milk Union Limited, then Sudha Dairy. These are the good examples of cooperative sector industries. Students, what we discussed so far? At first, we discussed about the three different sectors of Indian economy, isn't it? What are the three different sectors of Indian economy, children? Yes, one is primary sector, another one is secondary sector, another one is tertiary sector. Isn't it, children? Okay. What is mean by primary sectors? At first, primary sectors involves the conversion of natural resources into primary products. Primary sector is also known as what, children? Yes, agricultural and related sector, isn't it? Okay, next one is secondary sector. What does mean by secondary sector, children? The natural products are changed into the other forms through what, children? Through manufacturing, isn't it? That is called as secondary sector. Another one is tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is they do not produce any goods, but they provide service. That supports the production process. So it is called as service sector. Clear, children? Now you may tell industries comes under what sectors, children? Yes, secondary sectors. That is secondary activities or manufacturing process. What is mean by industries, children? Yes, industries refers the economic activities which related with the production of goods, then extraction of minerals and provision of services. In simple words, we may tell raw materials change into finished goods. Clear, children? Then classification of industries were discussed. In that, what are the three main classification of industries? First one is on the basis of what? On the basis of raw materials. Industries are further classified into three groups. One is agro-based industries, and another one is mineral-based industries, another one is forest-based industries. Next, on the basis of size, we have discussed two different industries. One is small scale industries, another one is large scale industries. Next, on the basis of ownership, we discussed four different groups. What are they? One is private sector industries, another one is public sector industries, another one is joint sector industries. At last one is cooperative sector industries. Clear, children? Okay. What is mean by agro-based industries? It is fully based on agriculture. In agro-based industries, the agricultural products as a raw materials. That is called as agro-based industries. Give some example for that. Sugar, cotton textile, jute, vegetable oil industries. Clear, children? Next one is mineral based industries. What is mean by mineral based? In this type of industries which use minerals or mineral ores as raw materials, that is called as mineral based industries. Next one is give some example for mineral based industries. Yes. First one is iron and steel industry, then aluminium industry, then machine and tool industry, then railway coaches. These are the good examples of what? Mineral based industries. Next one is forest based industries. What is mean by forest based industries? The industries which use forest products as raw materials, that are known as forest based industries. Clear, children? Okay. Next one is on the basis of size, the industries are grouped into two types. One is large scale industries, another one is small scale industries. Clear, children? What is mean by large scale and small scale industries, children? Large scale industries is nothing but the industries with investment above 1 crore. Clear children? The industries with the investment of above 1 crore, that is called as large scale industries. Clear? Another one is small scale industries. The industries with investment up to 1 crore, that is called as small scale industries. It is a simple words. Large scale industries means with the use of large amount of raw materials to produce huge production. Clear children? Then large investment of capital, then superior technology also be needed for large scale industries. Then what is mean by small scale industries? The small scale industries which use only the lesser amount of raw materials than capital and technology. Only small amount is needed here. Then on the basis of ownership, we may classify it into 4 groups. One is private sector industries, another one is public sector industries, then joint sector industries, at last one is cooperative sector industries. What is mean by private sector industries, children? The private sector industries are owned by individuals or a group of individuals. Give some example for that. Private sector has Tisco, then Bajaj Auto Limited, then Tata Iron and Steel Industries, and so many things. Okay. Then what is mean by public sector industries? The industries which are owned and operated by government. Clear children? BHEL, SAIL, these are the good example of public sector industries. Then joint sector industries. What is mean by joint sector industries? The industries which are owned and operated by both government and individuals jointly, that are called as joint sector industries. Give some example for that, children. Yes, Oil India Limited, that is a good example for joint sector industries. Another one is cooperative sector industries. What does mean by cooperative sector industries, children? Cooperative sector industries are those industries which are owned and operated by producers and suppliers of raw materials. Workers are both. That is called as cooperative sector industries. Give some example for the children. Yes, Anand Milk Union Limited. Then Sudha Dairy is a good example of cooperative sector industries. Clear, children? Okay, children. Next, we will discuss what are the industries, that is small scale and large scale industries which are located in Namakkal. Children, what is mean by large scale and small scale industries? First one is large scale industry. The industries with the investment above 1 crore, that is called as what? Large scale industries. Okay. First we will discuss large scale industries in Namakkal. We have lot of large scale industries in Namakkal, children. First I will list out the names of industries. First one is Saranya Spinning Mills. It is exactly located in Ermapatti. Then KKP Spinning Mills also exactly located in Ermapatti. Then in Puduchetram, we have 3 different textile mills. One is Jayamurugan Textiles, then another one is Jai Hind Spinning Mills, then Shakti Aishwarya Spinning Mills. These are located in Puduchetram. Clear? Then in Namakkal, exactly in Namakkal, SMR Spinning Mills Private Limited is located here. Saranya Spinning Mills, the production capacity of the Saranya Spinning Mill is about 15,736 spindles. Clear, children? Then the investment is required for this mill is about 7.06 crore. Above 1 crore means it comes under what type of industries, children? Yes, large scale industries. So Saranya Spinning Mills comes under the large scale industries. Then the number of employees which is working in this Saranya Spinning Mill is nearly 145 employees. Clear, children? Then Sheshayi Paper Boats Pallipalayam and Salem Cooperative Sugar Mill Mohanur. These two are very large scale industries are located in Namakkal. The investment required for Sheshai paper boats is about 600 crores. Then the number of employees working in Sheshai paper boats is about 1800 employees. Then second one is Salem Cooperative Sugar Mill, that is in Mohanur. The investment required for this Salem Cooperative Sugar Mill is about 100 crores. Nearly 450 employees are working sugar mills in that Salem Cooperative Sugar Mill. Children, or you understand what I am telling? These are the type of industries which are located in Namakkal. Other potential non-farm sector type of industries in Namakkal. I'll explain that. First one is raw material based, another one is demand based, then skill based, export oriented, then rural artisans based. These are the other potential non-farm sector type of industries in Namakkal. First one is raw material based industries. In that, saho, rice mills, flour mills, bakery products, milk products, then extraction of edible oils, then PVC pipes, then electrical tube lights, cotton fabrics, cotton yarn, ready-made garments, egg and egg products. These are comes under raw materials based non-farm sector type of industries. Clear, children? Once again I'll repeat: raw materials based, saho, then rice mills, flour mills, then bakery products, milk products, extraction of edible oils, PVC pipes, then electrical tube lights, then cotton fabrics, cotton yarn, ready-made garments, egg and egg products. Clear, children? These are the potential non-farm sector type of industries in Namakkal. Clear, children? In that, raw materials based industries we discussed. Then we will discuss demand based. In that, egg tray, general engineering, then Psycho Aplam, then Jaggery. These are comes under the demand based non-farm sector type of industries in the in Namakkal. Clear, children? Then skill based, lorry bodybuilding is a skill based non-farm potential non-farm sector type of industries in Namakkal. Clear, children? Then export oriented, yes, raw granite, then polished granite, then cotton fabrics, garments. These are the export oriented, that is non-farm sector type of industries. Clear, children? Then rural artisans based, turkey towels and eggs, then ornamental, pottery, artistic brassware, wall hangings made of coral made and terracotta articles, and so many things. These are comes under the rural artisans based. These are the non-farming activities, non-farming non-farmed sector type of industries in Namakkal. Clear, children? Or you understand what I am telling? Then Namakkal is mainly famous for what, children? Yes, poultry based industries. What is the use of poultry based industries, children? We can get egg and chicks and chicken from that poultry farms, isn't it, children? Yes, of course. Okay, just tell me approximately how many number of farms in Namakkal, children? Yes, approximately 368 farms in Namakkal, children, that poultry industries. Approximately 368 farms present in Namakkal. Clear, children? In Rasipuram, nearly 124 farms. Then in Paramativelur, nearly 54 farms. In Tiruchenkodu, 150 farms. So, in Namakkal district, nearly we have 696 farms. Clear, children? Or you understand what I am telling? Poultry industry comes under the small scale or micro industries. Okay, I'll explain some other small scale industries. What is mean by small scale industries, children? Small scale industries are the industries which use lesser amount of raw materials than capital and technology. These are comes under the small scale industries. Okay, then the investment of the small scale industry is 1 crore. Okay. Large scale industries with the investment of above 1 crore. In our small scale industries, the industries with the investment up to 1 crore. Clear, children? Are you cleared with this? In and around Namakkal, we have lot of small scale industries are present. First one is agro-based industry. The investment required for this type of industries is 23 lakhs 6,780 rupees. Clear, children? Then the number of employees are working is nearly 13,167. Clear, children? In that agro-based industries, only investment is required for how much, children? Yes, 23 lakhs, nearly 23 lakhs. The employment working over here is 13,000. Clear, children? Then soda water, then cotton textile. In that cotton textile, we have lot of employees are working there. Then ready-made garments and embroidery, then wood or wooden based furnitures, then paper and paper products, then leather based, then chemical or chemical based, then mineral based, metal based, that is steel fabric, then rubber, plastic and petro based, engineering units, then electrical machinery and transport equipments, then repairing and services, and so many other workers are also present in Namakkal, children. Children, once again I'll repeat the large scale industries names. Saranya Spinning Mills, then KKP Spinning Mills, then Jayamurugan Textiles, Jaihind Spinning Mills, then Shakti Aishwarya Spinning Mills, then KKP Textiles Limited, then Namakkal Cotton Mills, Thiruvalluvar Textiles Private Limited Unit 1, then Thiruvalluvar Textiles Private Limited Unit 2, Shervarais Textiles, then Sarnalakshmi Spinning Mills, then SMR Spinning Mills, then Karur Sriniti Yarn Mills, then RAN India Steels Private Limited, then Saraswati Udyog India Private Limited, then Veena Textiles, KAS Spinning Mills. We have lot of spinning mills in and around Namakkal, children. Children, are you understand what I am telling so far? These are the comparison of large scale and small scale industries in and around Namakkal. Okay, clear, children? What is the use of industries, children? In simple words, the conversion of raw materials into finished goods. That is called as what? Industries. Clear, children? That is called manufacturing or industries. Are you cleared with this? Conversion of, it is a place, conversion of raw materials into finished goods. Then classification of industries, we discussed 3 types. What are the, children? On the basis of raw materials, then on the basis of size. In the size, we discussed 2 types. One is small scale industries, another one is large scale industries. Small scale industries, then we discussed about the small scale and large scale industries which are located exactly in Namakkal and in and around Namakkal. Clear, children? At last we discussed that topic. Before that, on the basis of raw materials, what are the classification comes under the basis of raw materials? As agro based, then mineral based, then forest based, then marine based. On the basis of ownership, what are the, children? As private sector, public sector, joint sector, then cooperative sectors. Clear, children? These are the different types of classifications of industries. Clear, children? Then the industries which are located in and around Namakkal also we discussed. I hope you all understand this chapter clearly. Okay. We'll see in next video class. Thank you, students.